Imagine for a moment, you're in a situation where your world has been turned upside down by a natural disaster. The comforts of modern life, things we often take for granted like electricity and running water, suddenly stripped away by the wrath of Mother Nature. That's the reality many of us faced here in Jamaica after a recent hurricane left our community in the dark, literally. Amid this chaos, a question of friendship, boundaries, and survival emerged, leading me to wonder, did I cross a line? I'm a woman in my 30s, navigating life as a single mother while working remotely. Given the frequent electricity issues in our area, I had invested in a solar system before the hurricane hit, a decision that, in hindsight, was nothing short of prescient. My friend, also in his 30s and working remotely, wasn't as prepared. With no electricity, his work came to a grinding halt. He has a generator, sure, but the cost and hassle led him to believe a better, cheaper solution was at hand: my home. Initially, I agreed, with the caveat that this arrangement couldn't be long term. My space is limited, and my responsibilities as a single parent are not. He assured me he understood, but as the days unfolded, the complexities of our arrangement began to reveal themselves. On his first day working from my home, I noticed him drinking our water. Now, under normal circumstances, this wouldn't be an issue, but these were not normal circumstances. Our resources were stretched thin, and I had asked him to bring his own water. Then there was the issue of the toilet. Without running water, we had to resort to using a bucket to flush, a system he ignored until I pointed it out. The following day, as the skies grew overcast, my solar panels struggled, their efficiency waning. Despite this, he proceeded to charge multiple devices and even used the microwave. I held my tongue, not wanting to cause a rift. But it was on Wednesday that the situation reached a tipping point. Discovering the meat in my freezer softening, a casualty of his decision to unplug it to charge his devices, was the last straw. In a place where resources are scarce and the threat of spoiled goods looms large, this act threatened more than just a meal. It was a direct hit to our survival strategy. I had planned on that meat lasting us for months, a buffer against the uncertainty of what was to come. Despite the frustration boiling inside me, I kept my calm. There were no harsh words, no shouting. I simply told him that Friday would have to be his last day working from my home. His reaction was to sulk and retreat into silence, save for a phone conversation where he lamented his predicament. This brings me to the heart of my dilemma, the question that has been gnawing at me. Am I the one in the wrong here? In a world turned upside down, where every resource saved is a step towards another day, where does the line between generosity and self-preservation lie? Friendship is a two-way street, built on mutual respect and understanding. I had opened my home, shared my resources, and adjusted my life in an attempt to help him navigate this difficult time. Yet it felt as though my boundaries were being ignored, my generosity taken for granted. So I turned to you, not just as listeners, but as voices of reason. Was my decision justified? In a situation where survival hinges on the careful management of resources, is there room for generosity that risks the well-being of one's own family? Or have I failed in my duties as a friend, putting my needs and those of my child above someone in need? Let's talk about it. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and let's navigate this complicated web of human relationships together. Because at the end of the day, it's through these discussions that we grow, learn, and hopefully become better versions of ourselves.